While investigating a strange incident, he witnesses something impossible. A human suddenly transforms into a horrifying creature before returning to normal seconds later. At first, Nick thinks he's losing his mind. But soon, he realizes the truth is far more terrifying. Meanwhile, a young woman jogging through the city spots a lonely doll lying beside the road. She bends down to pick it up, unaware that someone, or something, is watching her. Moments later, she disappears without a trace. When police arrive at the scene, they find only blood, scattered remains, and bizarre footprints that don't belong to any known animal. The case becomes even more disturbing when investigators discover that the victim was reported missing only hours earlier. As Nick struggles to make sense of the evidence, an unexpected visitor arrives, his aunt, a woman he hasn't seen in decades. She seems frightened, as if she knows something terrible is coming. During a private conversation, she asks Nick a strange question: has he seen anything unusual lately? Before he can answer, chaos erupts. Out of nowhere, a monstrous figure wielding a massive sickle attacks them. Nick watches in disbelief as his elderly aunt pulls out a hidden weapon and fights like a seasoned warrior. The battle is brutal. Furniture shatters, blood spills, and both are nearly killed. In a desperate move, Nick fires his gun. The monster collapses and transforms back into a human. As his aunt lies dying, she presses a mysterious necklace into his hand and reveals a secret that shatters everything he thought he knew. His parents didn't die in an accident. They were murdered. At the hospital, his aunt finally reveals the truth. Their family carries a rare gift passed down through generations, the ability to see supernatural creatures hidden among ordinary people. The monsters walking the streets aren't legends, they're real, and now Nick is one of the few people capable of seeing them. Determined to uncover the truth, he searches his aunt's car and discovers an entire hidden world. Secret weapons, ancient artifacts, and a notebook filled with creatures most people think only exist in fairy tales. Witches, werewolves, reapers. Everything is real. One entry catches his attention immediately, a beautiful blonde woman identified as a powerful witch. Before Nick can process everything, another child vanishes. A terrified mother reports that her daughter never made it to school. As police compare the cases, they uncover a chilling pattern. Every victim was wearing red. Following a trail of clues through the forest, Nick encounters a strange man. To everyone else, he appears normal, but through Nick's supernatural vision, he transforms into a savage wolf-like beast. Convinced he's found the killer, Nick searches the man's home. Nothing, no evidence. No criminal history. No kidnapped children. The suspect walks free. But Nick refuses to let it go. Digging deeper into his aunt's notes, he learns more about werewolves and becomes even more certain that he's onto something. So he tracks the suspect again. This time, however, the encounter takes an unexpected turn. Instead of attacking him, the man invites him inside for tea. His name is Eddie. And yes, he's a werewolf. But not the kind Nick expected. Eddie explains that he abandoned his violent past years ago and now lives peacefully. He even recognizes Nick's aunt immediately, speaking about her with enormous respect. In the hidden world of monsters and magic, she's practically a legend. When Nick begs for help finding the missing girl, Eddie reluctantly agrees. But while they're searching, the truth is unfolding elsewhere. Deep inside a remote cabin hidden in the forest, a twisted man drags a sack into his basement. Inside is the missing girl. Terrified, alive, the kidnapper carefully removes her red coat and hangs it inside a closet already filled with dozens of identical red garments. Each one belongs to a previous victim, a chilling collection of trophies. Nick and Eddie follow the trail to the isolated cabin. The owner seems harmless, a polite old man with a friendly smile. Police search the property from top to bottom but find absolutely nothing suspicious. Forced to leave, Nick begins to think he's failed. Then he remembers something. A song. The old man had been humming a tune connected to the investigation. Suddenly, everything clicks. Nick and his partner race back toward the cabin, and that's when the nightmare truly begins. The werewolf suddenly transforms into his full monstrous form. But instead of attacking Nick, Eddie does something unexpected. He saves him. Shoving Nick out of danger, Eddie charges. The old man finally reveals his true identity. His eyes glow bright red as the cabin erupts into violence. Gunfire echoes through the forest while monsters clash in the darkness. When the dust settles, Eddie is dead, but his sacrifice wasn't in vain. Hidden beneath the cabin, Nick finally finds the missing girl alive. The case is solved, or so he thinks. Still searching for answers, Nick returns to the hospital to visit his recovering aunt. A nurse stands beside her bed preparing an injection. At first, nothing seems unusual. Then Nick notices her face. His blood runs cold. It's the blonde witch from the monster notebook. Before he can react, she strikes. A needle pierces his skin. Everything goes black. Nick collapses helplessly onto the floor as the witch's plan unfolds. And just before consciousness leaves him completely, he sees one final terrifying sight. A mysterious vehicle speeding directly toward his police station. With witches infiltrating hospitals, monsters hiding in plain sight, and a conspiracy